Hello everyone and welcome back to Beatly Tone's Beatles channel. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me for this video and I hope you're all doing well. Well, what a week it's been for Beatles fans. They have absolutely pulled us through the ringer this week. A very emotional week in which grown men and women have been reduced to tears over and over again. A week that you know probably won't ever be repeated again. It started on Wednesday when they dropped the making of Now and Then, the 12-minute documentary, which was fantastic. On Thursday, we finally got the final Beatles song, Now and Then, which just seems to get better and better and better every time you play it. It is just so hooky and it's just embedded in the brain now like any true Beatles classic. And today they've dropped as the finale to the week, they've dropped the music video for the song. Peter Jackson has just done the most amazing job with this. The guy is a genius. This is such a brilliant video. I didn't manage to watch it as it dropped live this afternoon. I've been out all day, hence why this video is so late. But I have watched it about 6 times since, and that also gets better and better and better the more times you watch it. And it's one of those things that the video really enhances the song. It brings more meaning to the song, and it certainly brings more emotion to the song as well. And I hope that for people that haven't liked the song, said that it doesn't do much for me, or they don't like the idea of the way that the song has been made, hope by watching the video with the song they get something out of the song, because I think that any true Beatles fan can't help to be moved by watching this video and this song in tandem. So I hope that might happen for them, and even the stoniest of hearts are melted. Anyway, the video is just superb, and let's talk about the video. I wanted to just talk about, I'll just tell you what my highlights of the video were. The fact that it starts, kind of with some old footage, some unseen footage. It's always great to get unseen footage of the Beatles, and we get that footage of, Paul, George and Ringo recording the Now and Then song back in 1995. We see George and Paul sitting opposite each other playing acoustic guitars, just like John and Paul used to sit opposite each other with acoustic guitars back in the day. And doesn't George look happy about recording this song? There's no hint of his unhappiness with the song, so it kind of leads you to believe that his dissatisfaction with it was more to do with the quality of the tape rather than the song itself. And that image, then the next image you see is this sort of silhouetted John looking over the horizon at a sunset. I think that may have been filmed in Japan, and it then fades in a picture of the Beatles in 1963 on Blackpool Beach in their swimsuits. That's your first sort of now and then imagery that we get, something that we constantly see throughout this video. It then sort of cuts to old Paul and old Ringo singing the chorus, and when Paul delivers the line, I miss you, it immediately cuts to George and John having a laugh at Shea Stadium. And that's another thing about this whole video. It's not only the serious side of the music that is reflected in this video. The fun side of the Beatles is represented very well throughout this video, with John messing about and George as well and Paul as well. It's a fun video. The fun element of the Beatles has been captured in this video as well. The bit where you first see the CGI images of George and John along with old Paul and old Ringo. That was a real jaw-dropping moment for me, because I wasn't expecting that. I just wasn't expecting it, and it was great to kind of, to see all four of them in a line, seemingly playing each other, seemingly with John sort of conducting the other three, sort of pointing away. A bit of footage, I think, from Magical Mystery Tour that was. So that was a great moment. You get sort of old Ringo on the drums, and then George sort of does this sort of movement to him, and John turns round and looks at him. That was a fantastic image as well. I love the bit with old Ringo drumming along with young Ringo as well, and that was brilliantly done, because you notice they're perfectly in time with each other. Very, very clever. I really like that, and they did the same with old Paul and young Paul as well, which was really good. What about the footage of the old videos that has been included and cleaned up? How fantastic did that look? We got a bit of Strawberry Fields Forever. I'm trying to think, something, Hey Jude, the David Frost show, Hey Jude, Paperback Writer, just absolutely sparkled, because I suppose it was, filmed outdoors with all the greenery behind them. It just looked absolutely exceptional. And then, of course, Shea Stadium as well. That, it just shows you that how these films can be cleaned up, and the possibilities are now endless. The sort of the video kind of goes at the end. It uses that piece of footage that we know that came from Pete Best of the Beatles in their leather jackets, before they were famous in, probably early 1962. And then you get the images of the four Beatles, very cleverly done actually, because from that 1962 bit, rather than showing the Beatles getting younger right from the latter day to now, it got started with that 1962, and then a picture of each of the Beatles sort of comes forward or goes backwards actually, each Beatle getting younger and younger and younger, and then the final image of the Beatles at the end of the song, taking a bow like they used to when they played live, and then the images of the four of them just sort of disappear from the screen, just leaving the three microphones and the drum kit, and then they were gone, symbolising the last song, and there will be no more. That is it from the Beatles. I just thought it was a fantastic video, brilliantly done by Peter Jackson, just fantastic. And I think that there are three takeaways for me from this film, folks, and I think one of them is, look, this is the last song. We're not going to get something like this ever again, so embrace it. Just make the most of it, because it's never going to happen again. I'm really happy with everything that has been delivered this week. Really over the moon with it. So that was my first sort of takeaway. My second takeaway is the realization of just how powerful pop music is. If we didn't know it before, we definitely know it now. Pop music has got this ability to take you right back to the place where you've heard a song for the very first time. It's good at that. It's also really good at bringing out emotions that you didn't think you had. Pop music is good at that as well. It's one of the things that it does best. And my third takeaway from this is probably the most important. Folks, don't leave it too late to tell someone that you love them or you miss them, so you can tell it to their face, so they can hear you say it, because they won't be around forever, and you don't want to be saying it to a photograph or to a video on your phone. Those are my three takeaways from this whole now and then thing. I'd love to hear what you think of this video. Please tell me about your highlights down in the comments, or anything you didn't like, or whatever you want to tell me down in the comments. I must apologize. It's been a really busy week, these 3 days, and I haven't managed to respond to everybody who has left a comment, and there has been absolutely loads of you that have left comments. I will get to it. I'll try and catch up over the weekend, but I'm sorry if I haven't got to your comment, but be assured that I will get to it very, very soon. Okay. I think that I'm probably going to do a live stream probably on Sunday. I'm not sure what time just yet. I've got to see when I can fit it in. But it'd be great if we do a live stream this week, and we can talk about everything that has happened this week. And it'd be great if you can join me for that. So watch out for a community tab, and I'll let you know what time I'm going to do it. Okay, that's all from me. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.